Here are 10 of the best controller tips you need to know to improve on controller fast. I'll be going over 10 categories including with controller IQ, confidence, shotgun aim, and everything you need to know to become a good controller player. The last 2 tips helped me become so much better, so don't forget to stick around until the end of the video so you can improve on controller very quickly by the time you finish this video. Let's jump right into it. So firstly, we'll be talking about shotgun aim and how to get the best shotgun aim so you can hit max pumps every single time. So I want you guys to go to your controller settings and find look horizontal and vertical speed. Now the reason why we're talking about this sense right here is because this is the sense which will help you have better shotgun aim. Now shotgun aim is very important and people don't really talk about how to improve your aim on shotguns, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it the best way so you guys will hit max pumps every single time and never miss another pump again. So if you don't know what this setting does, it's basically how fast you look around with all your weapons. So just like this, you see how I'm looking around left, right, up and down? This is what this sense is. So that's why I would recommend a look horizontal and vertical speed between 35 to 45. Now let me explain why. Now I know some people like slow sense, so I know some people like fast sense, so that's why I said 35 between 45. If you like fast sense, obviously you want to put it on 45. If you like slow sense, nothing lower than 35. Now I'm not gonna lie, it really depends if you play an exponential or linear, because we're basically gonna talk about 2 different settings if we bring in exponential or linear, because the linear is a faster raw input sense, expo is a very slower sense to where it kind of controls for you and it's easy. So this is what I recommend. So since exponential is a slower sense, I don't want your guys game to feel slow, so I would say anything higher than 40 through 50 honestly. Now 50 I didn't test out myself, I've never used 50, but I would recommend to try it out for yourself. Now what I use is 42 and I've been using 42 for years. Now if I ever want to play around my sense, I would never go nothing under than 38. Now 38 I have insane aim, but it's kind of too slow for me, so that's why I'm at 41 or 42. I currently play in 42. So again, everything I say in this video, I want you guys to test it out for yourself, because I don't play how you guys play. I play different compared to everyone else, so I don't want to give you guys a sensitivity then you're gonna play bad. So I want you guys, everything I say in this video, I want you guys to test it out for yourself and to see if you guys like it. Now if you're kind of confused and you don't want to use my sense, or if you want to use my sense, I would recommend you guys to test my sense out. I give you first, see how you like it, tweak it, lower a little bit, higher a little bit, then find your best sense and you have the best shotgun aim. Now that's really it for this sense right here. We're still going to continue talking about shotgun aim, but again, every single setting I talk about in this video, I want you guys to test my setting out. I recommend it, then I want you guys to tweak it how you guys like. I don't want to give you guys sense that's too fast or too slow. I want you guys to find the best settings that fit you so you guys can play well. Now what I'm about to say, we're still talking about the shotgun aim. It's going to be a little obvious, but to some people it might not be obvious. You never ever aim your shotgun while you're shooting at an opponent. There should only be one situation you should aim your shotgun, and I'll talk about it after, but you should never aim your shotgun. Your shotgun aim is going to be horrible. You're going to miss a lot of pumps. You're going to get out pumped. I've never even heard of that word before, but you're going to get out pumped and you're just going to lose a bunch of fights. So never aim your shotgun. Like, we're not in 2017. Shotguns are not snipers anymore. You're not about to snipe someone with the shotgun from 7,000 meters away. You never aim your shotgun, I promise you. The one situation you should ever aim your shotgun, I'm going to be honest with you, there's really no situation, but it's kind of like if someone's sitting in a box, or if you have no mats and you have to just like aim your shotgun in their face, that's the only situation. That's the only time I aim my shotgun. So what I like to do to practice my shotgun aim, which helps me so much with my shotgun aim, it's in this map right here. The code is on the top of the screen. I like to go to aim trainer 5 and only have a shotgun in my inventory. And I want to flick these little red Kovacs, I think that's what it's called, how I practice my shotgun aim. And this is how I hit max pumps every single time, and this always have the best shotgun aim. So if you guys want to try it out, the map code is on top of the screen. I just flick my shotgun. This map helps me improve so much. I free build in it. It has so much zero delay to where like it feels like you're on 0 ping, but I'm not on 0 ping. It also has multiple aim trainers, like practicing your AR, SMG, and shotgun aim. I promise you, check this out, you would improve so fast. This is a map I practice in. Now we'll be talking about how to get aimbot like aim on controller, starting with the do's and don'ts to get better aim on controller fast. You have to start doing this to get better aim, and that's spam crouching and crouching while you're shooting at an opponent. This is because your aim will become so much more accurate, better, and harder for the enemies to hit you while you're shooting at them. And you should never jump or slide while you're shooting at an opponent. This is because your aim is going to become 10 times worse, your tracking is going to be horrible, and it will be easier for the opponent to hit you and you would just get eliminated every single fight. This is the biggest controller tip anybody can give you to get better aim on controller. So what you should be doing is spam crouching while you're fighting close range, and you should always crouch while you're shooting at someone far range. The only good times to jump while you're fighting at someone is if they have you boxed up in their box. That is the only situation you should be in to jump. And then sliding is just a useless mechanic that would just make your aim horrible, including with your shotgun aim will be horrendous. Mouse and keyboard players can also do this too to improve your aim. And this is how you can get 0 bloom on controller with all your weapons. Have a good ADS look and ADS look vertical speed. This is because the lower distance is, the better your aim will become, and you will have 0 bloom on controller that people think you're using a Zen. I would recommend a slow sense just like this. I use 9, but you can go anything higher than 13. If you put this setting too high, your aim is not going to be as good. If you put it low, your aim is going to be crazy and you have 0 bloom on controller. Trust me, try this setting out for yourself. Another way to get 0 bloom on controller is you have to learn how to tap fire your weapon while you're shooting at an opponent. This is pretty easy to learn, and the way to do it is once you're shooting at an opponent, you want to click RT once on them. Then that would take away all the bloom, and then you can hold RT automatically. Then your aim is going to be insane. You have no bloom at all. Now we'll be talking about expo and linear. I'll give you guys a brief explanation. Again, I made videos about expo versus linear and the best settings for both, so I'll give you guys a brief summary of both and which one you guys should play on. But again, of course, it really depends how you like the guys play. Just remember that always. So first, I'll be explaining the both differences between linear and exponential, starting off with linear. So linear is a raw input to where you can control your sense and aim to how you would like. So for example, on exponential, you cannot control your sense because it is a slower sense compared to linear. Linear is a raw input to where your joysticks are more controllable. To where exponential, you cannot control your joysticks as freely as you could on linear. So to make it easier so you guys understand, linear is like a faster sense to where you can control your whole sensitivities easier. So your builds, editing, aiming, piece control, you can control it easier. To where exponential, you cannot do that because the game is too slow and stiffy. You don't want that. That's why I think linear is way better, but let me keep talking and explain to you which is better just for you. Now we're going to talk about exponential. So exponential, your game is going to feel stiff, but your aim will be better compared to playing on linear. When people ask me what they should play on linear or exponential, because I get that question a lot, I always tell them how they play and what their play style is. So for example, if you play 0 builds, I would recommend you to play on exponential because you're not building, you're not editing, you're not doing none of that. You're purely just aiming. So I think exponential is better if you play 0 builds. But I'm not saying you can't play on linear if you play 0 builds. It really determines on how your play style is. So if you like the faster sense, I would recommend you to play on linear. If you like the slower sense and you play 0 builds, you can play on exponential. But it really again determines how you play. So if you're a slow type of player, play style, play on exponential. If you're a fast, flashy player, I would recommend you to play on linear. But if you never played on either sensitivity, I would recommend you to try both to see what fits you more. Because I can't really tell you what to play on because I don't know your type of play style. Now we'll be talking about controller IQ and then confidence, starting with controller IQ. I told you guys in my last video I'll talk about this more in my next video, so here it is. So basically, controller IQ, if you don't know, is how smart a controller player or even a mouse and keyboard player should play. So I'll give you the example of controller IQ, what I mean by that. So let's just say you're playing duos with your friend and then your duo is not with you. So let's just say he's healing somewhere. He's across the map from you, right? And then you see a duo. And in your head, you're like, yo, I should push this duo. But that's where controller IQ is, and that's where you should back up and just go to your duo. I know this is common sense, but some controller players just don't know. When people think of controller players, they're like, oh, they're sprayers. They have 9 SMGs in their box and they just spray walls. Now, I'll be real with you guys. I don't know about you guys, but I've done that in the past before because it's kind of fun to do. You know what I mean? So we're like, I don't want to take much of your guys' time, but the point where I'm trying to get at is, as a controller player, you have to play very smart in any situation. I know people like the W key like myself, just keep pushing and pushing. That's what I do myself, but I know in ranked sometimes in my head, I just don't stop pushing. Like, I don't even care how many times I would die. I would probably always sell the game. That's where you just gotta play smart and always remember you always have to have IQ in some situations. Another example, let's say you're playing solos and you guys just jumped off the battle bus and there's someone landing at your POI. You have to know in the back of your head there's someone landing at your POI. There's a person there. You have to play smart. You have to play passive. You have to know if they have any guns in their house. You have to know if they have any heals or mats or all of that. You have to basically predict it. So basically, the point where I'm trying to get at is you have to be smart as a controller player, especially as a controller player. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining this right. I'm really bad at explaining stuff, so I'm sorry. If you guys know what I'm trying to say, let me know down in the comments, or if you can explain it better than I am. I'm sorry for not explaining it well, but you guys see the point where I'm trying to get at. Just play smart as a controller player. Now, the last and final category, my favorite part of the video, confidence is key. Now, this is the best thing I'm good at aside from aiming. If you guys ever watch my streams, I would assume you guys don't. I stream every day. I play with viewers. My Twitch is xmart2x. I always get yelled at by my teammates for just playing too confident and just always pushing. I know I just talked about controller IQ. I know this sounds kind of hypocritical, but for some reason in my head, you can tell I have the IQ, right? In my head, I always just push people. Like, I'm telling you, you guys will see in my streams, I would be 50 HP with a pistol in my inventory, and then I'll go push the whole team by myself. I don't know why. People keep telling me I'm overconfident. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but you always have to be confident in any situation I will fight. Even in IRL situations, you have to be confident. You know what I mean? So confidence, let's just say you're fighting the best player in the world. Let's just say, take me for example. Let's say I'm the best player in the world. Let's say Fortnite. You, the viewer, are in my game. And you know you're in my game. You're going to be like, oh, I'm scared of him. I don't want to push. I'm going to camp. I don't want to fight him. That's where confidence is. And you'll be like, yo, I'm better than him. I'm better than him, so I'm going to go push him. Even though if you don't think that, you have to know you're confident and you're better than that person. I'm telling you, bro, confidence is so key in life and in Fortnite, bro. I know it sounds corny, but it is so true. I'll give you guys an example. Let's just say I respawn and reload with an AR in my inventory and I have 2 minis, so I'm 150 HP. I have no mats at all. Someone is pushing me. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna camp? Probably you're gonna camp. Me, I'm a dumb player. I'm gonna push him. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna push him. I'm very confident I'm gonna kill him, so I'm gonna kill him. After you kill him, you're like, yo, I actually did it. Confidence, I'm gonna be real with you, this is how I got good as a player. Now, when I came back to this game in Fortnite Chapter 5, I haven't played the game 5 years before that when I came back in Chapter 5. You guys probably don't know that. But when I came back to this game, I was obviously so bad at the game because I haven't played the game in 5 years, right? But I was still so much better than majority of the players because I was so confident in just pushing and knowing I'm better. That's why I average like 20 plus eliminations every single game, even in ranked. Because I'm so confident, even though majority of the players are probably better than me, I'm still confident I'm going to kill him, and I do. So guys, remember, confidence is key. Keep pushing. W keying will make you a better player. I know I just talked about IQ, which just made this whole hypocritical, but like, yeah, I know what I'm trying to say, bro. Now, before I end the video, I really would appreciate if you guys like this video and subscribe to me because I'm trying to become a full-time content creator, which would help me a lot, so please consider it. And lastly, what helps you the most is to use code xmart2x in the Fortnite item shop. Other than that, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Everyone have a blessed and safe day today. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.